only not like operator. I think so, right? Meaning all we discussed. Okay. So not like means like except this one. Okay. Similar like that. There is a not like operator will be there. Okay. See here. Not like means yesterday we are discussing about the like operator. Not like means excluding that particular. Okay. For finding the first and last characters. Not like operator is used for same for like operator only. Okay. It is excluding. That's it. Okay. See here in this one. Suppose, for example, there is a table here. It is there. In this table, okay. Suppose I don't want to start with a related. Okay. So that means without B related, remaining names, whatever it is there, starts with B, except B, starts with B related. Okay. So except those B related, remaining what names are there, those names I need to display. So this is one. See here, not like when I not like means see here when you click on this one executed in this one whichever values are B starts with B, those are excluded. Remaining values will be displayed. Okay, see here, B related things are not included in this one. Okay, and next one is suppose for example, suppose for example, okay, if the value ends with that means does not ends with T. Okay, okay. See here, here what is the meaning of this one? Ends with the T related names, whatever it is there that it will be displayed. Okay. Okay, see here when I execute this one, ends with T related, those values will be displayed. So when I use not like means, what will happen? That means excluding T. That means except T ends with T, remaining names, whatever it is there, those related records, it is displayed. That is the meaning of this one. See here, remaining all like that means you cannot see T related ends with T related. You cannot see it. Remaining values it will be displayed here. Okay. Next one is see here where name like second character starts with A. Here when I use not like operator means what will happen? That means second character cannot starts with A. Remaining values will be displayed. See here. Understand? See here in this one, okay, the second character does not starts with A related. Without that, what values are there? Those values will be displayed. Here, what is that one? Third character. Okay. If the third character does not starts with A, if I'm using not like means, here it is what is the meaning of this one? Third character starts with A. If it is like, okay, starts with A. Now, if I'm giving not like means, third character does not starts with A. Whatever values are there, those values will be displayed. See here. Okay. So third character does not starts with A related. Whatever it is there, remaining values it will be displayed. See here. Here I'm using not like. Okay. See here. That means previously third character starts with A related, it will display. Okay. Then See, third character which is not starts with A related, remaining values will be displayed here. Okay, understand clearly or not? Like this. Hmm. Next one is, what is the next one? Suppose second character starts with S. This is the meaning of this one, right? Second character starts with, second character ends with S. Related, whatever values are there, those values will be displayed. If I'm giving not like means, what is the meaning of this one? Second character does not starts with S. Okay, sorry, not starts with, ends with. Second character does not ends with S related. Whatever values are there, those names it will be displayed. Understand? See here. Execute. That means at the end, the second character does not ends with S. Does not ends with S related. Okay. Remaining values will be displayed. Okay. Except second character ends with S related. Okay. Remaining names of the particular column will be displayed. That is the meaning here. Okay. So here, what is the meaning of this one? If E is there or not. Okay. So if E is there, what E related names, whatever it is there in the name column, that it will be displayed. This is the meaning, right? If I'm giving not, that means E doesn't have E in the name column. Doesn't have E. E values related doesn't have it. Whatever the remaining names are there, those it will be displayed. See here. Okay. See here. In this name, is there any E related? No, nothing is there. That's the reason. Not like means, see here, U and E related. In previously, in U and E related names, whatever it is there, that it will be displayed. If I'm writing like not like means U and E related, okay, except these U and E related remaining values in the name, whatever it is there, those it will be displayed. That means U and E related not be displayed. Remaining values will be displayed here. Understand? See here. You cannot see and E cannot see. Okay. See here. U and E related, except those two, remaining values will be displayed. Understand? Okay. This is not like operator. Very important operators. Operators are very important. Okay. Next one is, what is the next one? Group by. Very important concept. Listen carefully. Group by. Summarizing the data is called group by. Summarizing the data is called group by. Okay. Let's see how the syntax. When to use this group by means, if you want to calculate aggregation columns, okay, when you are performing an aggregation operations on the columns, then must and should we have to use group by. Let's see how we can use it. Okay. Suppose, for example, syntax. Very important group by. Okay. Group by is nothing but summarizing the data. Okay. That means if you want to use group by means in the select statement only, we have to use the group by. Okay. So in group by, when you want to perform any group by operation in the select statement only, we are applying the group by. When to use group by? That means when in the select statement, if you are writing the column names and aggregation functions, see combination in the select statement, if you want to write column names as well as aggregation functions, then only we have to use group by. Okay. Suppose if you use only columns in the select statement, then no need to use group by. If you are using only aggregation functions in the select statement, no need to use group by. If you are using the combination of columns as well as like aggregation, then we have to use group. Okay, let's see with example. Select columns aggregation from existing table name, and okay, if you want to write where condition you have to write it where condition. After where condition only you have to write the group by. Okay, if you want to write group where condition, then only you can write, it is an optional. Okay, so but if you are writing where condition, after writing a where condition only group by you have. If there is no where condition, then after table name directly you have to write the group like that. Understand? Suppose group by aggregation, not group columns. Okay. See here. Suppose for example, see here. Okay. In this, if you are using both column, if you are using both column names and aggregation, then we have to use group by. Understand? What are aggregation functions? See here. Aggregation functions are sum, min, max, average, count. Okay. So if you are using aggregation functions like sum, min, max, average, count, then we have to use. Okay. So see any of the aggregation functions we have to use. See here. Here I'm writing aggregation functions, right? That means any of the aggregation functions. Okay. If you are using in the select statement, along with the aggregation functions, if you are using column names, then must and should you have to perform group by. Let's see with example. Okay. See here. Suppose, for example, no duplicate record is there. See here. See here. Now I want to see here. Here names is there. Suppose Power BI. What is the sales here? 34,000. Is any Power BI is repeating multiple times? No. One time only it is there. If it is any value, suppose SQL Server. SQL Server, how much it is? 67,000. Next one is business. If it is business, how many times it is there? two times it is there. I want to calculate total or average or something I want to calculate. That means whenever any value is repeating, if you want to repeating, if same value is repeating multiple times, okay, instead of repeating, I want to see one value. Okay, when I want to see one value by using any of the aggregation functions, you need to see one name of sales. Okay, so instead of showing these are in the table itself, these are the individual records. Okay, so in this table itself, you will see individual record. That's the reason for one record, business value is sales. For another record, another business is 65,000. But I want to see overall data. If I want to see overall data, then you will see names, one names only you can see. But these sales related, you have to perform aggregation and calculate it, and then you will see only one record into that particular one. Understand? Okay. So let's see with example. Instead of discussing this one, see with example. Okay. Select. Suppose, for example, okay, names. Okay. Name is the column. Okay. First from table name. Okay. So this one. First, what you have to write it. See, actually, name having duplicate values are there. For one value, what is the sales it is there that I want to see it. Okay. That means, see here. Suppose for Power BI, what is the sales? Okay. If it is multiple times are repeated, if the sales for single Power BI, if multiple sales are there, okay. For one Power BI, that means there are Power BI multiple times it is there. For those, its sales will be there. If the sales will be there, there are different sales will be there. Okay. For those sales, okay, you have to perform any of the aggregation function. And after that, okay, when you are performing any of the aggregation function, then each name you can see one sales only. Okay, Power BI, one sale only. Say SQL Server name having one sale. Business having one cell only. Intelligence having one cell only. Database having one cell only. Management having one cell only. Let's see how we can implement this one. See here, suppose first name column. Name column only you will see one record, right? So name column, comma. Okay. Now, okay. Now what you need to do? So you have to not only mention these are group by columns. Okay. First you have to mention the whichever column wise you want to see it. Those columns you have to mention it first. After that, you have to perform aggregations. Okay. What aggregation functions? Any aggregation function. Suppose, for example, I want to calculate sum. On which column sum you want to perform? On which column it is, that column name you have to mention this one. See here, sales column. Now, what is the meaning of this one? That means in the name column, whichever values are there, if it is one value is there, whatever sales is there, that sales it is shows here. If any value multiple times, the same value multiple times, if it is repeated, okay, if any name is repeating multiple times, each name having different sale, or else sometimes it is same sales it is, okay. At that point of time, if any name is repeating multiple times, for that particular name, one name, how many sales are there, those sales total will be calculated. Understand or not? That is the meaning here. Okay, see here, I'm giving the alias name. You can give alias when you are performing aggregation functions. See here, for this one, try to give the alias name. Okay, total sales. See here, okay, like this. Now, after table name, if you want to write where condition, you can write it. But right now, I don't want to write any where condition. So after that, group by must and should. Must and should. Okay. When you are writing group by, So whenever you are writing in the select statement, the combination of column names and you are using any aggregation function, at that point of time, you have to write a group by. In the group by, what column names you have to write it? So we in the select statement, okay, if your whatever column names your normal columns, so column names, that means column names means what it is there without using aggregation. If you are not what if you are not performing any aggregation on that particular column, those related columns, what columns I'm writing in the select statement. So if whichever columns are not performing any aggregation, those columns only you have to mention it in group by. That means what is the column name here? Name column. Did I apply any function here? No, directly I'm using a column name. Those related columns you have to mention here. Name. See here. Only that column only you have to mention. Don't mention the aggregation related inside the aggregation function. Whatever column you're using, don't write that particular column in group by. Okay, any aggregation function if you are not performing, okay, those related names only you have to write it in the group by. Understand clearly enough? See here. Now see here, suppose analyst is there. Analyst is multiple times names are there, one time only, check it once. See here, analyst is there. Is any analyst is there? No, one time only is there. For one time, one sale only it is there. That sale, if I calculate sum also, the same value it is returning, right? Okay. And when it comes to business, is there any multiple times is repeated? Yes. This one here and business is there. Here also business is there. For these two, different sales or same or whatever it is, sales is there. These two sales, it is calculating a total. That means what is that? 13, 40, 1 lakh, 1,43,000, I think so, right? 1,43,000. It will be displayed. That means only one name only it is showing business. In that, if if the sales is if the same business having a different sales is there, all those sales it will calculate the total and it will give the result. That means for it is showing only one business and the value it is showing is 1,43,000. That means this business sale and this particular sale both are calculating total. Okay. And give one result like this. Suppose, for example, if it is a management, what is that one? 95,000. That means is one sale is there, multiple sales is there. See, is there any business multiple time management is repeating multiple times? No. Okay. That means this is the value 95,000. Some also 95,000 only. Okay. When it comes to the database also, is it multiple sales is there for the database? No. See here, only one database is there. If any multiple times the same database is repeating, for those related databases, what are all the sales? So those sales total will be calculated and give the result. Okay. Next one is intelligent. Okay. Intelligent means what is the sales here? 55,000. Okay. Is that multiple times it is there? Okay. So here, so there is no multiple times it is not repeated. Okay. Okay. Next one is business. Business is already calculated. Okay. Okay. So ignore this one. And SQL server. Is the SQL server is repeating multiple times? No. Only one SQL server is there. What is the sales for this one? 67,000. If that value is okay. Next one is Power BI. Power BI related what sales is there? 34,000. Okay. If any multiple times the same Power BI is there, if it is there, that particular one Power BI it will shows, but it is sales, whatever, how many times are there, all those sales total will be calculated. Not only this one, this aggregation, any aggregation function you can use. Sum, min, max, average, anything you can use. I will show you, don't worry. See here, now when I calculate this one, see here, For analyst, 45,000. For business, what is that? There are multiple, say multiple for business. There are two times a business having two different sales is there. That what will happen? Those business related total will be calculated and 1,43,000. Understand? For database, one value only there. That's the reason the same sales will be displayed. Okay. For intelligent, same 55,000. Management 95,000. For Power BI 34,000. SQL servers. So whichever names having multiple times, that means the same name is repeating multiple times, then you will see the difference. If one names is there, then as it is sales will be shown. Okay, if the names is repeating, the same value is repeating multiple times, those names related, what are all the sales is there, for those sales, any of the aggregation function, if you apply it, then that will be calculated. Understand clearly or not? If some you applied it, total will be, that means the business, that name, how many times it is repeated, what are all the sales is there, those sales total will be calculated and it will give you the result. Okay. See here. Suppose for example, average. You have to write AVG. Okay. Now, what will happen? See, if I'm calculating AVG, you know, right, average formula. What is the average formula? Means sum of values by number of values, right? Sum of values by number of values is called as average function. So when you are performing this one, what is the step you have to do it means? See here. Suppose, for example, in average, see, if one record is there for any name, if one record sales is there, okay, then it is as it is value. See, if the name having one record is there, any aggregation gives the same value. Okay, minimum value or maximum value, anything, it will say, it will show the same value. If the same name is repeating multiple times, okay, for those names related, whatever sales is there, for those sales, we are performing average. That means, see here, suppose for example, okay, suppose for example, see here, suppose for example, see here, for Power BI, what is the, for Power BI, is there any multiple times the same Power BI is repeating? No. If it is not repeating, the same sales, that means 34,000. When it comes to the SQL server, what is the sales here? Is there any SQL server is repeating multiple times? No. The same value it will shows. If business, if a business is repeating two times, okay, then what is the sales for the two values, two sales values, 78,000 one value and 65,000 one value. Then now for these two related, aggregate average will be correct. What is the average formula? Sum of values by number of values. That means adding of these two sales value, that means 78 plus 65. That means 1,43,000 divided by, okay, that means adding, what is the average formula? Sum of values divided by number of values. See here, this value plus this value. What is the value? What is the sum? That means 1,43,000 divided by how many records is this? This is one record. This is two record. That means 1,43,000 divided by 2. Okay, that is the one. Okay, then after 1,43,000 divided by 2 means what value it is? Like 76,000 76,500. That is the average, right? That value. For business, that value 76,500 it will shows. See, for intelligent, is there any multiple times it is repeated? No. Then the same sales it will shows. If it is database, same sales it is show because only one value is there. If any name is repeating multiple times for those related sales, it either average it will be calculated, it will be calculated sum or minimum, maximum, anything. Understand? So see here, now if you execute this one, now what see here, whatever names are there, see here, for each and every name, okay, see here, for analyst, whatever same value is there, that only it will show. For business, see here, sorry, not 73,000, 71,500. Okay, actually 1,43,000, right? That's the reason. Divide 1,43,000 divided by 2 means how much it is? 71,500. That only it is displayed. For database, same value it will show. For intelligence, same. Because one record only it is there. Same as it is sales value. Understand clear? Yeah. This is. If you want to perform minimum, maximum, count or something like that. So see here, I want to perform count. Okay. What is count will do? Means number of records. That means, see here, that means what will happen here? Suppose, for example, if analyst is there. For analyst, how many sales are there? That means if the analyst, suppose for example, if the analyst is repeating multiple times, how many times it is repeating? Those many number it is coming. That means for analyst, 3 times if it is repeating, the analyst it is showing us 3 like that. Okay. If business is repeating the same value is repeating 2 times, then for business, 2 record like that. See here, suppose. If one time only it is there, 1 record only. See here, like this. See here, for name analyst. Actually, how many times the analyst will be there? One time only is there. That's the reason one it is showing here. Number of, like this, they are asking number of sales. Okay. Number of sales means count you need to perform. Okay. See here. Okay. See here, for analyst, one sale only it is there. For business, okay, 2 times the business are repeating, right? The same name is repeating 2 times. That's the reason for business. What is the how many times it is repeating? That number. Database one, intelligent one. Okay, a management one, Power BI one, SQL one, like this. Understand clearly or not? Okay. So this is how you need to perform aggregations. Understand or not? Okay. This is how you need to calculate the group by must and should. See, not only one column, you can mention n number of columns, you can write n number of aggregation. That means suppose for example, okay, see here, I'm writing multiple things. Okay. Now, see here. Suppose, for example, can I mention product ID also? You can mention multiple columns. See here. Suppose, for example, product ID, comma, like this. Okay. So when you are mentioning multiple columns, right here, when you are mentioning multiple, so what columns you are mentioned in the select statement? Those columns must and should be there in the group by. Otherwise, it will throw. See here. Suppose if I execute this one, it will throw an error. Must and should. What columns are mentioned here? The same columns must and should be there in the group by. Suppose, for example, see here, product ID column, comma. Now it won't throw here. Now what will happen? The combination of product ID and name both. Understand? The combination of product ID and name related. If combination of these two related, if any sales is repeating multiple times, those it will be calculated the total. See here. So product ID for product ID is 8 and the name is analyst. These two related. Is there any multiple values are there? Combination of these two, 8 as well as analyst. Is these two are repeating multiple times? Okay, not one record, both 8 as well as analyst. Is the same values are repeating multiple times? If suppose 8 here, analyst is there. Again, one more 8 and analyst is there. For those two different sales is there. Then, then it will, what it will calculate is for 8 and analyst, how many times are repeating for those related sales, whatever it is there for those, it will be calculate the total. If one record is there, the same sales it will be displayed. See here, okay. For 8 and analyst, okay, one time only it is there. Then it is showing total sales. It is. What is that one? One whatever sales is there, the combination of these two, that only it is. See here, 3 and business. See, actually, if I'm mentioning only name, then it will calculate the total of the sales. But here I'm mentioning product ID as well as name. That means combination of 3 as well as business. Is any value is repeating? If it is repeating, then total. That means how many times it is repeating. For those related, what are the sales is there? Those sales total will be calculated and it will give the result like this. Understand clearly? Like this. So you can mention n number of columns, not only this one, n number of aggregations also you can perform. Suppose I'm performing sum of total sales, right? So now I want to perform average. Okay, average of something like a bonus. Suppose on bonus column. Okay, now see both it will choose product ID, name, and the total sales as well as bonus. See here. Okay, after see here like this aggregation alias column name comma again if you want to perform any other aggregation that also you can. But what columns? That means in the select statement, if you are writing the combination of column names and aggregation at that point of time only group by is used. What columns without using any aggregation, what columns are available in the select statement? Those columns must and should you need to mention in the group by. Suppose, for example, suppose if you are writing only column names, okay, first if you want to use only column names, see here in the select statement, I'm writing product ID and name. If I'm writing only column names, then no need to write group by. See here, no need to write. See, okay. If you are performing only aggregation, suppose for example, sum of sales, something else. Now what will happen overall sales column, whatever it is there on the sales column, total will be calculated and give the result. Total. See, when you are in the select statement, when you are using only aggregation, no need to write a group. See, understand or not? So in these two cases, that means if you are using only column names, no need of using group. Okay. If you are using only aggregation, no need of using group by. If you are using combination of columns and aggregation, then only you have to use group by. Otherwise, it will cause an error. Okay. See here, like this. Understand? Now, see here. I have few of the things is there. Suppose, for example, I am writing some aggregations. Okay. Now, suppose, see here. So, here, I'm getting a result like this. Suppose, for example, I execute this one. You will see the result, right? What result it is? After executing the query, this is the result it is getting. After that, what result after executing the query? What result it is getting? This is the result it is. In this result itself, if the total sales is greater than 95,000, okay. So after executing this one, this is the result it is getting, right? In this result, okay, the total sales, whatever it is there, that total sales greater than 90,000. 90,000 more than whatever sales is there, that related. That means in this one, 90,000 greater than 90,000, what related records are there? See, this is the one and this is the one. These two related records I want to display. Then how can I write this one? See here in this one. So where, okay, how you are calculating total sales? This is the one, right? Sum of sales only. When you are giving sum of sales only, this is the result it is getting, right? On this the result, I want to apply the condition. Suppose where sum of sales greater than 90,000. That is what my target it is, right? See here. Now execute this. It will throw an error. That means if you want to apply any condition on aggregation, if you want to apply a condition on aggregation function, that means in where you are writing aggregation function on the where on the aggregation function you apply some condition, right? When you are applying a condition on aggregation, don't use it in where class. Where in where class you have to use normal condition. That means normal condition means column name and value like this. Suppose for example mm, okay, suppose this is the one. Suppose for example, see here, if I'm applying any conditions, any aggregation on aggregation functions, if you want to apply a condition, you cannot use where. Because see, so in where class, how you can write the condition? Only column name, operator, and value. This is the procedure, right? In where class, you are writing only column name, operator, and value. That only it will allow. Suppose, for example, name column name, okay, and is equal to like this. This. When you are applying this one, now you will see the result of this. Okay, but if you are applying in where condition, if you want to apply the condition on aggregation, what is that one? Suppose, for example, this is the one, and I want to apply sum of sales which is greater than 90,000 like this. Then it will throw an error. Okay, in where class, if you want to apply a condition on aggregation functions like this, then it will throw an error because aggregation functions are not aggregation functions related conditions. We cannot apply it on where class. Then where can I apply aggregation functions means in having you have to use. What is that? Having. That means, but I want to see the result of this one. Then you cannot apply it on where class. Then you have to use having. Okay. What is having? Let's see. Okay. See here, syntax is, okay. See here, see, you have to write a group by, okay. Don't write a where condition, okay, like this. See here. So select a columns and aggregation functions related you can apply to from existing table name. Group by what columns are there? That group by columns you can mention. After group by, you have to write having. Having of aggregation condition. Okay. Now see the result. Suppose you cannot write it in where class, right? Don't write it. If you want to, if you are using having means, so if you want in where condition, if you want to apply a aggregation condition in where class, don't write in where condition. Okay, you have to write it in the having. Okay, if you want to write normal condition in where class, you can write it that also. Understand or not? Okay, if you want to write in where class, okay, in where class, if you want to write normal column condition, then you can write it. If you want to write any aggregation related one in where class, okay, then it will throw us an error. Understand? See here. So having, what is aggregation condition? This is the sum of sales, which is sum of sales, it is greater than 90,000. See here. 90,000 related, whichever it is there. So after calculating an aggregation, whatever values are there, on those particular values, whichever 90,000 greater than values are there, I want to see it mean these are the. Understand clearly or not? Don't forget this one. Just condition, aggregation related condition, you have to write it. You in having, you have to write only aggregation related conditions. You cannot write any other than this one. Understand clearly? Okay. So this is all. Next one is, okay. Is that clear or not? Okay. So like this. Next one is top. Okay. What is that? Top. If you want to display top and records, then use syntax. See here, syntax. Select. Okay. Suppose, for example, top, okay, n records. That means one, two records I want to display. Then two you have to mention. Three, four, like numeric value. If you mention it, based on that it will display. Okay, n records from existing table. Okay, see here. Suppose, for example, there is select star from first to day. Okay, first, okay, what is that one? First table. Suppose, for example, in this first table, okay, actually, so what records are there? See here. So there are all the records it will display, but I want to see top three records. That means from the top onwards, I want to see only first three records, or first four records, or first five records, or anything. Okay, top records. See here, top. I'm giving three here. Then what will happen? First three records, whatever it is there, that it is. See here, but after mentioning top three records, but after that, you have to mention the column names. Okay. Column names you have to either you can mention individual columns or else you have to mention star also. Anything is accepted. Okay. See here. Now, see here in this one, in this particular table, first three records, whatever it is there, that it is. Okay. See here like this. Top three, four records are in. After top, you have to mention only positive numeric value. That means up that is greater than zero must and should you have to mention. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and okay. And after that, you have to mention either you can mention the column names also you can mention it, or else you can mention star also. Understand? Then top three records. One important point is, Vijay, see here, you are mentioning top, right? Is there any bottom related? Is there? No. Bottom, there is no bottom option. Okay. Then how can I display bottom related? Suppose, for example, see here, this is the one, right? Suppose last three records I want to display. Then what I need to do is last three records means what is that one? Like a so first you have to sort that particular one. Okay. Any of the column, first you have to sort it, and after that last three records will be displayed. Okay. Let's see how we suppose for example, if you want to sort any particular column, then you have to use order by. What is that? Order by. Use. Okay. See here. Select. Okay. Start from. Okay. Existing. Open. Order by columns. Okay. Okay. See here now. I'm giving order by which column on which column basis you want to sort it. Okay. That column you have to mention it. Suppose for example, I in order by I want to mention product ID. Okay. So not only this one, you can mention n number of columns, name column, like that you can mention. So after mentioning after mentioning the column names, either you have to mention, that means you have to sort ascending order or descending order. If it is ascending, ASC. If it is descending, you have to mention DESC. Very important point. Okay, after in order by after mentioning the column names, okay, either ascending or descending. C or DS. You have to mention any one can you can mention. Understand or not? So after descending, again you can mention another column name. Okay. Here for after column name, must and should you have to mention suppose ascending. Then you do it. Understand clearly or not? In order by first you have to mention the column name. After mentioning the column name, must and should in which order you want to sort it. Either ascending order or descending order, that must and should you have to mention. See here, whenever you are mentioning like this, only product ID column is sorted. See here, descending means from product to ID column, highest value to least value display. Okay. Suppose least value to highest value if you want to display means ascending. See here. Okay. Like this. If you want to sort any particular column means you have to use order by. Okay. Understand clearly now? This is order. Okay. So after ordering this one, now you can write like suppose for example in this one. Okay. Okay. Suppose for example the ESC. I'm mentioning ESC. Now what will happen? See here. It will be sorted in. Now you can apply top. What will happen? Bottom three related records, it will be displayed. If you want to mention bottom means there is no bottom in SQL Server. By using top only, bottom related records also displayed. How you can display must and should, you have to use order by. In that order by, column name and descending order you have to sort it. And after that, on the top you have to mention three, letter three or four. Then bottom related records like this it will be displayed. Understand clearly? Okay. Next one. Okay. Is there anything? Is there? Yeah. Suppose, for example, if I want to remove the duplicate values for any column, I actually in a name column, there is a duplicate is there. That means business is there. Business is multiple times. Not only name column, any column I want to remove the duplicates. What is that? Removing a duplicates. Then we have to use distinct. What is that? Distinct. You want to remove duplicate. Use this. Select distinct column name from existing table like this. See here. Suppose, for example, see here, in the name column, duplicate values is there or not? Yes, it is there. Business is the duplicate value. Okay. That means what distinct function will do? It will remove the duplicate values. Removing duplicate means, okay, the meaning of removing duplicates means if any same value is repeating more than one time. Okay. If same value is repeating more than one time. Okay. It will consider only one value. Suppose business name is repeating multiple times, but it will take only one business. If one record is there, that one record only it will shows. If any record is repeating multiple times, okay, then it will consider only one record. That is the meaning of remove duplicates. Remove duplicates means whichever duplicate values. Duplicate means if the same value is repeating more than one time, those related records not removed. Okay, whatever one, if any one value is there, one record only it will display. If any record, if the same value is repeating multiple times, okay, those related records it will shows only one. See here, suppose for example, see here, if I'm giving name here, name column, then see, okay, name having, see here, business, it is repeating multiple times in the name column. But when I apply distinct, see here, see here, if I'm applying distinct means, you will see business is one record, okay, and analyst is one record, database is one record, intelligent is one record, management is one. If any value, if the same name is repeating multiple times, it will consider only one value. If analyst is three times it is repeating, it will take only one analyst. Okay. If one record is there, one record as it is value it will choose. That means in the name, suppose business is there, business name is there, only that name only it will choose. Understand clearly? Okay. So this is how the distinct function will be calculated. Okay. Yeah. First, whichever column first you are mentioning, that column it will be sorted. Okay. And that particular sorted order it will be displayed. Understand or not? After that, it will consider as the second. Understand clearly? Durga, Durga, Durga. Okay. First, it will consider the first column related in the order, okay? And first, it will sorted the first column, and after that, it will sorted the second column. Okay. So this is called as distinct. Distinct means whatever column you are mentioning, in that column, it will remove the duplicate. Removing duplicate means it's not completely not remove the duplicate. That removing duplicate means the meaning is if any one record is there, one that same record it will use. If the same name it is repeating multiple times. Suppose business is repeating three times it will shows only one business value. One name of the business it will choose. Okay. Remaining two related whatever it is there, those it will be removed. That is the meaning. Actually, name business is three times it is repeated. Okay. Then what will happen? Only one time only business it is showing. Remaining two names of the business it is removed. That's it. That is distinct. Understand clear? See here. That means after applying any column you are mentioning in the distinct, then it will it will shows the distinct values or unique values in that particular column. Okay. Not only one column, you can mention a number of columns like this. Product ID. This you can mention both name and product. The combination of those two columns related, it will take the distinct values. Okay, understand clearly? Or not? See here, the business is 2 times. Why it is repeating? Because the product ID having two different IDs are there for those. Okay, when you are taking multiple columns in the distinct, what will happen here? It is like, okay, the combination of both the values, okay, name as well as product, whatever values are there, for those values, is there any duplicates are there or not, it will check it. If there is any duplicates are there, so those related one, it will be removed, and distinct values, it will be displayed. Understand? Unique values, that is the meaning of this one. Understand clearly or not? The, the combination it will take and it will display them. Understand? So this is about the distinct. Okay. So now all the things on the select statement is completed. What is the next topic for this one? Not this one. Mm, okay. See here, all these commands are completed, and with this is completed. Next one is constraints. Okay. So how you can apply the constraints? Very, very important topic. Constraints. That means actually why this concept is came to the picture means, see, in a particular table, in a particular column, you can allow null values. You can allow duplicate values. Okay. But there is no restriction for the columns. If I want to apply a restriction, that means I don't want to allow a null values in the particular column. I don't want to allow the duplicate values. Then we have to apply constraints. Okay. Actually, so if this is constraints is not there, we are facing so many problems. Because suppose, for example, employee ID is there. Employee ID is the duplicate value. No, right? Employee ID contains null values, is there? No, right? So like this. So if you want to apply some restrictions on that particular columns, then must and should you have to apply constraints. Okay, very, very important topic. Okay, that we need to discuss it on Monday. On Monday, we need to discuss about the constraints. I will 100% I will try to complete all the constraints. After that, we have to, that means in Tuesday, we need to apply the functions, and Tuesday, Wednesday, the functions are completed. Next, okay, and Thursday, this will be completed. Next to Friday, SQL server is completed. We need to start new topic. That means we need to go to the power directly. Understand? So this is what. From that onwards, the Power BI will be continued. Understand? Anyone having any doubts? Anyone having any doubts? Okay. I will share today's script also. Okay. So we can stop it here and we'll continue on Monday. Okay. Bye guys.